to Curious Minds. I'm Smita.
And I'm Mukesh.
And today we decided to do a quick video about the 10 things that we learned were different in Canada when compared to US.
So today we decided to change it up a little bit. We are recording it outdoors and we are actually at the Detroit-Windsor waterfront, and this right here is the Detroit River, and the building right on the opposite side of the river is the world headquarters of the General Motors.
Which is in US.
Yes, which is in the United States.
So let's get on with today's video. Today we're going to discuss 10 things that we realized were so different after moving here. And first one of them is the bank accounts.
So when we moved here to Canada from United States, we were pleasantly surprised to find out that all the banks here do allow you to have a US dollar account in addition to the regular Canadian dollar account. And so when we are transferring money from United States, we could actually transfer it in US dollar account, and whenever we feel like the dollar exchange rate is better, we could transfer the money from the US dollar account to a regular Canadian account.
So the second difference we noticed was in credit card transactions. When you go to a restaurant, the server will bring the credit card machine to your table. And if you hand them over the credit card, they will look at you as if you probably moved from the US, because here they will not take your card in the back and swipe it. You have to swipe it right at the table and just enter your PIN number. And that's how the transaction is completed.
So the Canadian currency is unique and colorful. They have $1 and $2 coins instead of bills, which are called as loonies and toonies.
Okay, number 4 is taxes, or especially sales tax. So in Canada, if you're purchasing something, the tax is not included on the price, on the sticker price. So if you're purchasing something, make sure to add 13% of the tax on top of the actual price on the product that you're buying. And as you all know, the taxes in Canada, the sales tax in Canada is pretty high. It's around 13% in the province of Ontario. It's different in different provinces, but here in Ontario it's 13%. So when you add the tax to the original price of the product, it becomes very expensive, and it does still give us a sticker shock because we are still not used to paying so much in taxes. So that's the thing I have to keep in mind when I'm shopping, to add the taxes and then decide whether to buy the item or not.
Interestingly, online shopping is not quite popular in Canada as it is in America. Even Amazon Canada has a much smaller selection than compared to the US.
Moving on to the next difference that we have noticed is measuring system. So like rest of the world, Canada uses the metric system for calculation, but in US it's imperial system that's used for measurement. So if you're living in Canada but working in the States, it's a constant battle to get used to switching from miles to kilometers, Fahrenheit to Celsius, and pounds to kg. So that's the thing I find very difficult, especially when I'm driving and I come in Canada and I have to realize that, okay, I'm supposed to follow the kilometers now, not miles per hour for the speed limits.
Even though English is considered as the major language, French is taught in schools in every province. When I'm driving back from the US to Canada, even at the immigration counters, I'm greeted both in English and French. And even the Canadian Prime Minister addresses the nation both in English and French.
Canadians who are doing some of the toughest jobs in the country. Aujourd'hui, à travers le pays, les derniers membres de cette génération vivent dans des résidences pour personnes âgées et des établissements de soins de longue durée.
Next difference we have noticed is celebration of Thanksgiving or any other days in Canada. So as you all know, in US, Thanksgiving is celebrated in November, but in Canada it is celebrated in October. Not only that, in Canada there are certain days that are celebrated as national holidays, but those days are not celebrated in US. For example, Family Day or Victoria Day.
Another difference that you'll notice when you walk here in a grocery store is that milk is sold in plastic bags instead of a plastic or a cardboard container as is sold in the US.
And that becomes a huge problem because obviously you cannot drink the milk out of the bag, so you have to put it in a container, and once you finish that container then you open other packet. So that's something we have to get used to after we moved here. And the last one is, here you have to pay for a plastic bag. Here in Canada everybody brings their own bag to the store, and at the time of the checkout, if you say you don't have a bag, you have to pay for the bag. In a way, it's a good thing that they are refraining people from using plastic bags, but sometimes it could be an inconvenience too. And that is it for the 10 things that we have noticed are different in Canada as compared to US. Let us know how you like this video.
And anyone who has moved here in Canada from another country and has seen some differences that they would like to share, just mention it in the comment section below.
Let us know what your experiences are and what things you have to get used to after you've moved here. So that's the end of our video. We'll see you in the next one. Until then,
Have a wonderful day and stay curious.